Hey, Big C81. Just doing a response to your response to my response. Let's take a peek.
Hey Matros, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
Just want to do a quick response. Try and keep it as short as possible
Cool.
to your
5 minutes is good.
atheist hypocrisy video.
Right.
And I just want to try and reiterate the essence of what you're trying to say before
Okay, sure.
I say
Go
what
for
I
it.
have to say.
Go for it.
Which is, you're basically saying hypocrites can't call hypocrites hypocrites because they're hypocrites. That's some awesome logic, dude.
Right. Yeah.
It's amazing stuff right there.
Yeah, that would be amazing if that was my point. Unfortunately, that's not my point. My point was, there's a lot of people who bash the church, and the reason being is because they say, oh, they're hypocrites. So what they're doing is they're using this hypocritical argument to bash the church, to make the church look bad. When really, why would you use that argument when you yourself are also a hypocrite? If a murderer says to another murderer, oh, I don't believe, you're just a bad guy because you're a murderer, and the murderer goes like, well, dude, you're a murderer too, so you're equally as bad as I am, so what's up with the hate, man? I don't understand. Let's continue.
But you're also saying that Christians are still better because you got Jesus.
No, I didn't say that. You put words in my mouth. I said we're just as bad as secular people, atheists, Muslims, because we know we're imperfect. We know we're imperfect, and we're just, being truthful to ourselves. We know that we are lying and we are hypocrites, and we're trying to, get rid of that, as much as we possibly can. That's what I'm saying.
And you actually kind of cower when you do that.
I don't actually. Did I?
But that's what
seriously
figuratively all Christians do when you guys bring up Jesus. You guys are Jesus.
Right.
We got Jesus.
Yeah.
On our side.
Nice.
So you guys got Jesus on your side, so
sure.
That makes you better than the rest of us.
Apparently that makes us better than you. Again, you're putting words in my mouth. I would say we're equally as bad as you, or in your case, we're as equally as good as you are. So we just got different beliefs.
Because Christians are trying to be more like Jesus, who was not hypocritical.
Yep.
You guys are better because you're trying to be like him. Cool, I get that. All right, understood.
You put words in my mouth.
So.
Didn't say that.
My point is
awesome.
That it's so obviously advantageous for you to take this position.
Of course.
Because Christians, among other religions, which, I'm sure there's a douche just like you in the Islam world
just like
and in the Judaism world, and in all the rest of them that could make the same argument you're making. But you're making this statement because you guys are so easy to prove to be hypocritical.
Absolutely.
All we have to do is run to your own silly Stone Age document.
Right. You're absolutely right.
Hey, asshole. You fucked up. It's right here in your book that you're not supposed to do that, but you did it anyway.
Exactly. Exactly. You got it.
So of course you're going to take this position.
Yeah.
Of course you are. It's so difficult for you to prove an atheist to be a hypocrite.
Not really.
Of course
I just did that.
Lies. You know that. I know that. You already made that point in your video. That doesn't mean nobody can be a hypocrite. The only other option is to eliminate hypocrite from the dictionary. If nobody can be a hypocrite.
I'm not suggesting that.
Because they are inherently
it's a good word.
Hypocrites themselves. So let's there's an idea. We could just eliminate that from
you want to do it, you can do it. I'm all for the word.
But like I said, so Christians are better.
Do you think that?
Because they strive to be like the unhypocritical Jesus.
I don't think that.
The problem with your argument though is that you and me, personally, we don't live by the same creed.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
live by your Bible, or you should.
Right. A good
or
Christian
else you're a
should.
hypocrite.
Unless you're a hypocrite.
Whereas me, I don't live by any document. There's no list of text that I can give you that I can tell you that I live by.
Exactly, and basically what you're doing is you're creating your own theological and your own morality. And Christians would refer to this as autonomous belief, in which you are your own God, you decide for yourself what is right is wrong, instead of letting God, the Creator who's made you, tell you what is right and wrong. So I believe that's very prideful, and I think that puts a lot of putting humans on a pedestal, which, you know, looking back at their track record, isn't so good.
All I can say to you is that I have faith in the goodness of human beings.
Yeah, there's some good people out there.
Just to point
Gandhi?
out that you,
Mother Teresa?
You have faith in the evil and disgusting vileness of human beings. That's where your faith is rooted in.
My faith is not rooted in the evil and disgusting root of human beings. It's actually, you go on farther in saying that I think people are ugly, or we're disgusting, our bodies are disgusting. On the contrary, I think that our bodies, we're made to look as the image of God. So we should take our, we should be like, yo, we got some pretty cool bodies. We should be a good steward to our bodies. But at the same time, knowing that, sin is making the sin in our lives makes us faulty. So instead of being perfect like we should be perfect, we're not perfect because of sin. We do things that we shouldn't do, and we don't do things that we should do.
And I need you to understand that.
I do understand.
You guys think that this human form is it's disgusting.
Not
Get
really.
away from me. Ugh.
Not really. I like my body.
So
it's nice to me.
So I believe that, I believe in the goodness of human beings, which you don't. You think we're trash.
Not really.
And I also believe that this life in this world is all we have. This is it. After this life in this world, there's nothing.
Okay, sure.
You believe that this is just a prelude to the big party upstairs, where the weather is nice.
There's going to be weather up there? Where does that say that in the Bible?
Bottles of Sprite are on every corner.
Sprite, right. 2nd Genesis chapter
That's
2.
to say that heaven has corners, which they do, because heaven is oddly shaped like Salt Lake City.
Right.
So that's what you're trying to say, and
No.
I'm just trying to say that you're a douche,
Thank you.
and that the Bible itself has oodles and oodles of hypocrisies.
I'm not going to comment on that part.
That and the Bible was supposedly written by the hand of God. So maybe Jesus isn't.
It wasn't supposed to be written by literally the hand of God. It was inspiring through prophets and men of gods. For example, if I were to write a note with this pen here, the pen is getting used. However, I'm using the pen, and the pen is my instrument, in the same sense that people of God or men of God, priests, or not, sorry, priests, but prophets, prophets, they are kind of like this pen, where God kind of moves them and tells them what to write. Okay?
A hypocrite, but the Bible damn sure is.
If you can give me some examples, that'd be good. Dude, really thank you for your response. It was really entertaining. It made me laugh. You've got really good comedic timing. You know, man, I love you, bro, and you seem like a cool guy, and there is some things, you're putting some stuff in my mouth that just is not true, and maybe you just didn't get my video correctly. Hopefully, by doing this, you kind of see where I'm coming from, and you just know my heart, in the sense that I'm not trying to bring down people because they call us hypocrites. I'm just saying that if you bash the church for being hypocritical, you have to take the plank out of your own eye and realize, hey, I'm hypocritical too. So I really can't make that argument against the church or against Christians. That's all I'm asking. Anyways, love you, man. Take care and God bless.